Yes, no, maybe. I don't know. Can you repeat the question? You're not the boss of me now. You're not the boss of me now. You're not the boss of me now. And you're not so big. You're not the boss of me now. You're not the boss of me now. You're not the boss of me now. And you're not so big. Life is unfair.
I'm going to bet that a classic TV show intro can bring back so many memories for you. I know it does for me. Last episode we explored the topic of summer and movies and the connection we have between them, but I used an example which wasn't a movie, but rather a TV show, Stranger Things. Now this got me thinking about the connection my generation has with TV, and the nostalgia that comes along with it.
Keep the Krabby Patties handy. Squidward, Tito Twister, Reggie Rocket.
This is the era between 1998 and 2008, a gap of 10 years, and I feel like we share a type of connection with TV in this era. The late 90s and early 2000s was a transitional period. The world had just been introduced to the internet, but it wasn't fully available in every household.
The world got to get online.
Take a spin, now you're in with a techno set. You're going surfing on the internet.
And every family member didn't have a device that was connected to the internet. TV was the main source of connection to the rest of the world. TVs were more common now. Before the 90s, TVs were in the same transitional period like internet was in the 2000s. They were getting more programming, they were becoming cheaper, and they were becoming more available. And most family households had at least one TV, if not more. And in 1988, the 24-hour programming began. There was a window to another world that was available 24 hours a day, with enough channels that you could find something that would capture you and pull you out of your day-to-day world. 1998 to 2008 was the era of TV that was made for the children of my generation. These were the years we were growing up and experiencing the world for the first time. Not just the world around us, but thanks to TV, the world beyond as well. It was an escape from the world, but also a learning tool of morals, ethics, and lessons, with comedy and story in it as well. Though the world of TV at the time was quite large, I specifically want to talk about kids programming. I personally feel like this was the era of the golden age of kids programming. And I'm not talking about the age where you watch Teletubbies and Thomas the Tank Engine, but the years you begin to create a bias and opinion about the show you watch, around the age of 6. These shows were aimed for our age group between 6 and 13, but it didn't feel like we were being forced. I never felt like a kid watching these shows. I felt represented as a kid. I never felt patronized watching Johnny Test. I felt smart and cool. Some shows now devolve into wacky, zany, and gross humor, leaving out any interest in story to rather put a quick gag here and there, not appreciating the kid as a smart individual, but as a dumb kid that likes fart jokes.
Today, evil will... Today, evil will fall to its knees. Today...
He's looking. A nothing.
Star.
There are those on other planets who feel Tamaranians are inferior. Trock is what they call us.
So he's calling you a terrible name. And you know that if you punch him out, it'll just confirm all the bad stuff he thinks about you.
Yes. You know what it feels like to be judged simply because of how you look?
Of course I do.
Or the opposite end of the spectrum, having the moral of the story quite on the nose of these shows, and they feel like something like Greek theater.
You get off this blimp right now! No! Henry, no! Do it right, okay? You were only 13 when you took that oath. You didn't know what you're getting into. You didn't sign up for this. I did! Now get out of here! Let me save my city.
The shows I grew up with were smart, they were cool, but mostly they were mature. They dealt with real issues and big themes sometimes. They didn't try to be woke, they were woke. Then again, I'm biased because these are the shows that bring so much nostalgia and great memories. Everyone has their shows they remember the fondest and usually connected with a certain network. Whether it be the Nick live action and animated shows, Cartoon Network's cartoons, or the live action shows of Family Channel, you felt connected with at least one. For me, it was the cartoons, and as a Canadian, I'm proud that a great number of these cartoons were produced in Canada. Everyone has nostalgia and love for some of these shows. Why do you think Disney Plus is so hyped up? is because you can rewatch your favorite shows as a kid and they're all now finally on a streaming service. It's nostalgic for us because we had it when we were kids. Other than limited internet access and some reading, TV really gave us our own world. It represented us and treated us in a mature manner. Adults didn't understand you, but SpongeBob understood you because people didn't understand him. It was an escape out of the real world, out of school or any conflict we dealt with at the time. Though not huge, we had a place to go where we weren't different. We were kids and that's okay. It's okay to have a fight with a friend or make a mistake or feel guilty about something because iCarly had fights with friends, Totally Spies made mistakes, and Zack and Cody have done wrong things that make them feel guilty. It is us reflected back at us with added humor and story, and it's ingrained in us. Ask anyone my age or a little older what this image is, and they will tell you it is the TV that the teacher wheels in to watch the show Bill Nye the Science Guy. Now, of course, everyone will know that because watching the show was part of the curriculum, but what isn't part of the curriculum is the feeling that is felt with the image, the feeling of joy. It was a time in school that we were a part of the world and we could share it with our friends. It was fun. Though the world of TV is now gone. A new generation is now in place that doesn't really watch TV. It has new things to connect them, like YouTube and TikTok. Though I can ridicule and make fun of them and say that my cartoons will forever be superior to their TikTok, it's just simply because I do not understand. The internet took over a lot of people's lives and we are now connected 24/7. You don't have to wait till after school to have your own little world, it's in your pockets at all times. The world is trends, challenges, and apps that spread like wildfire. And these are the things that future generations will look back on fondly, which is doing the Renegade or Mannequin Challenge with your friends. Maybe it is because the sheer volume of content it is hard to understand. When I watched TV, I didn't watch the Family Network shows like Zoe 101 or Wizards of Waverly Place, but I knew of them and vice versa. Now challenges, dances, YouTubers change so fast. One week it is one TikTok song and the next week it's another. One week a YouTuber is on top and the next week they are cancelled. The internet moves quick, which nowadays kids like. This could be the reason for me not understanding, but then again I'm out of touch. It is a natural thing to not understand what the other generation likes or watches because it isn't what you watch. In elementary school you were taught the dangers of TV and how too much screen time in TV can mush your brain. That reading a book is far more superior than TV. Those lessons were taught quite a bit.
And so I ask you this one question. Have you ever tried simply turning off the TV, sitting down with your children, and hitting them?
We're just so busy.
Well, make time.
And though too much TV is bad for you, it was just simply a matter of not understanding. It happens to all generations. From Principles Publication, 1815. Students today depend on paper too much. They don't know how to write on a slate without getting chalk dust all over themselves. They can't clean a slate properly. What will they do when they run out of paper? It always happens and it will happen to you. It happened to me and I didn't even know it. Though I am only almost 20 years old, which is not that old, I don't understand the appeal of TikTok, Fortnite, drama YouTubers, and Visco. It is foreign to me because I didn't grow up with it. I don't have nostalgia with it. I don't understand why lip syncing to remix songs is fun, but they don't understand why watching every commercial, PSA, and ad while watching TV was fun either. TV will forever be ingrained in me for teaching me so much and helping me mold my sense of humor, my likes and creativity for the future. It is a lost medium, but I am happy it is a medium I got to experience.